Okay, today I'm going to show you how to make an amazing indoor architectural picture with a shift lens. And we're going to incorporate our 3 different areas of a house all in one picture, so as zones, and they're all going to be in focus. And so let me just show you what those areas are first. This here is the entrance hall over here. This photograph will be in focus. We go over here to the living room. Everything which you see on the living room will be also in the picture. And then we move slowly all the way back to this area up here, which is the bar. And the bar, right at the end over there, will be in focus too, in the background. This is the picture which we're going to be using. Have a look at this. So here we are now. I've got this kind of setup so that we can see what an average picture would look like. We're using a 55mm Nikon lens hooked up to a GFX100 via a Mirix-made adapter. It's the equivalent of approximately 75mm medium format. And the medium format is what we're going to be using afterwards, which will have a shift on it, and we'll be shooting for much higher. Okay, so if you're looking at this image here, you can see everything is there. The 3 areas I talked about are in the picture. The only problem is we don't see very well from it. So we're just going to take this one picture here to use as a comparison for the other things. All right? So here I'm shooting that. Okay, then now we're going to switch. Okay, so now we've got the camera set up here with a complete different lens. Let's talk about it. This is a Mamiya 75mm shift lens. We've got a prototype adapter from Hartblei. It's the main piece of gear here. And then a GFX100. All right, so what we're going to do now is lift this camera up very high to show how we can shoot down to get all the living room in. May I have some help? Thank you. Okay, so now we're up there. I've got to climb upstairs here too. And look, so when I look at this picture, the first thing I see is that it's way too high, and we need to now adjust the shift here. This is the shift. If you notice the marks on this thing here, we're going to drop it down. This has about 23 centis of shift both directions, but we're going to only be using it down. As you see, the bottom portrait of my mom there is going to be just in the picture there. So this is about the shift which we're going to use. That should be all okay as far as we're going. All right. Now the next thing we got to worry about is the focus, because we need to do 3 difference of focus. So let's start with that. For the focus we have this Fotga. Amazing piece of gear here. It'll be perfect for what we need. I'm going to focus first on the foreground. Let me look inside here, show you where we're going to zoom in on it. Where's our zoom spot there? Up there. Come down. Zoom in on Mom. Okay, Mom is there. All right, that's good. Now, what we do when we got that zoom, we're going to take stop screws and then set it up there and tighten it. Next thing, we're going to zoom out again, and we're going to go to the farthest spot, which is over by the bar and the wall there where the glass is. Let's zoom in on that, and then we're going to focus on that. Somewhere around there. And now we're going to tighten this one here. So now we have stop screws here on both sides. What they do is they give us the ability to go from one to the other, and so we know foreground, background, focus. So all is done. Let's zoom out here. We've got the exposure corrected, everything else. So all we need to do now is just take a picture here, one picture, simple, and that should be on a 1-second exposure, which is doing. All right, and then I'm just going to move about a quarter of the way with that. I'm going to shoot another picture this way. So we're going to do 4 pictures, because I know that with this exposure and everything else put together, 4 different focus areas are good to have. Here is the 3rd one coming in, and once we've got that one done, we go straight to the peg and peg it and shoot the last one. Okay, that's all done. What we need to do, download them, have a look and see how our picture looks like. See you in the office. Okay, so now we're in the office. We've taken the 4 pictures. We've got them here on the screen. all of them. Let's just have a look at, let's zoom in on one of them here. Look at this. This is out of focus, the first picture there, as you see. But as we scan through them, this is the second image, the third image. And then now with the fourth, it should become in tack sharp. And there it is. So it's tack sharp. Those are the 4 pictures which we got. Zoom out. Let's get there. So what we're going to do here now is export them into Helicon. So we go to export, 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 export. Here we are. Export, and Helicon is right there. So we hit export. I'm not going to bother because I've already done that. There they are. It's right here. And now we want to render it. So we're going to go to render. Here we are. Let's take that image, those 4 images, and render them and things. Bang, it's rendered. All right. So we're here up to save, save. I'm not going to bother with that again because I've cleverly saved it already. Here we go. 1, 2. Now, if I get this right, there we go. All right. So you'll notice for the focus, let's have a look at the focus all around. Actually, it's really impressive. Let me zoom in here on something, the background here. All of this is in focus, foreground. Let's keep moving. Let's go straight down to picture of mom here. There she is, all in focus. So that's all done in focus. We've got a really nice image, everything covered. And just to make the comparison now, let's take the other image which we shot with the 55mm Nikon and put that next to side by side. Look at the difference here. So now if I do this, we're looking at the good image and just the straightforward, not looking down. You see there's no visual thing at all. With the other one, we're looking down, so therefore we see everything. Anyway, that's how I like to shoot living room and architectural photography. I hope this has helped you or you've learned something. Anyhow, it's been fun doing. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.